Hi superheroes. We're gonna work on two things this month. We're gonna work on breathing as our superpower, and we're also gonna work on noticing our thoughts and feelings. And we're doing that because it develops superpowers in our brain. You see, you have a part of your brain called your amygdala, and I usually like to use my hand. Your amygdala is right in the middle of your brain. And then you have a part called your prefrontal cortex, and that's that front part right here. Your prefrontal cortex is so important because that's where you learn, that's where you listen really well, that's where you can take in all the things that people are saying from the outside and then figure out what that means to you. It's the thinking part of your brain. So it's really important that that part works really well. The problem is if we feel overly emotional, if we start to feel upset on the inside and our heart starts to race and we feel angry or our tummies are upset or we feel frustrated, all those feelings on the inside send a message straight to our amygdala. And our amygdala is our emotional control center. And if it starts to feel out of control, it actually starts to close the bridge between your thinking brain and your emotional brain, which is kind of a big deal because you need your thinking part of your brain on all the time. So, to help us keep that doorway or that bridge always open so that your thinking brain is always able to make decisions you need it to make, we practice breathing. Breathing's a really good way to help our body stay calm, and it's also a really good way to open that bridge and keep that thought happening. So just practice the breathing exercises that you find this month and have fun. The second thing we want to do is notice our emotions. So we want to notice those feelings when we start feeling our hearts racing or we start feeling those butterflies in our tummy. We just want to take time to notice them and then make the choice about what we want to do with them. It's kind of like watching clouds float through the sky. When you can choose which clouds you want to look at and which clouds you want to let float by, the same thing happens when we decide what we want to do about our emotions we're feeling on the inside. But we have to notice them to be able to make the choices. So two things we're going to do. We're going to breathe this month and we're going to start noticing our emotions and then making choices based on how we feel.